Hello and welcome to the 22nd video lecture of Principles of Marketing, Semester 1, Model number 3. In today's video lecture, we are going to study about types of new products and the reasons for failure of new products. In a previous video lecture, we have seen about what is a new product, what is the need or reason for going for new products. Today, we shall see the classification of new products. What are the different types of new products? So, let us begin. Now, when we are talking about new products, we have six different categories or types of new products. The first one is new to the world product. Now, what do you mean by new to the world product? As the name suggests, these are new to the world. That is, these type of products did not existed before this. They are also known as totally new product or completely new product, or even sometimes also referred to as really new products. So these are really new products. These were not existing before the advent of this particular product. So that is why they are known as new to the world product. These products are inventions actually, and they create a completely whole new market. For example, the Polaroid camera, the mobile phone when it was launched by a company, before it there were no other mobile phone. There was a pager before that, and before that there was the fixed landline that was there in the market. But when mobile phone came into that was launched, it was a completely new product. Before this there was no such kind of a product that was there. So that is why such kind of products are known as new to the world product. The second category or type of new product is new to the firm product. Now, as the name suggests, again, these are new products, but these are new to the firm only. That is, these type of products were actually existing before the company launched it, but some other company had such kind of a product. This company which is launching this new to the firm product did not had such kind of a product. That is, suppose if my company is launching a product which was completely new to my company, but it was existing before by some other company who had launched it. So such kind of products are known as new to the firm product. They are also known as new product lines product. That is, we are adding new product lines. For example, ITC. ITC is a famous company. Earlier it was known as Imperial Tobacco Company. Later it was known as Indian Tobacco Company. Very famous for its cigarette brands of Wills or Navy Cut, and most of the cigarettes, in fact, in India, about 81% of the cigarettes that are being sold in India come from ITC. Now, ITC initially started with cigarettes and BDs, but when it came into some other products, like for example, in 2001, it entered into the food segment. That is, it launched Ashirvad Atta. Now, when Ashirvad Atta was launched, Atta was already existing in the market, and some other companies were packing it and selling it. But when ITC decided to come into this product, this was a completely new product to ITC, that is, new product to the firm. Whereas uh, this type of product already existed in the market and it was there in the retail shops, and it was launched by some other company earlier also. So that is why these type of products are known as new to the firm product. The third type of product that we are going to study is additions to existing product lines. So now what do you mean by addition to existing product lines? Additions to existing product lines are simple line extensions. That is, you add certain variety, or maybe the packaging is different, and you come up with a little different kind of a product. For example, Maggie 2 minute noodles. Maggie 2 minute noodles has lot of varieties. For example, Maggie 2 minute noodles, Maggie special masala noodles, Maggie nutrilicious, in fact, Maggie nutrilicious oats masala noodles, Maggi atta masala noodles, Maggi 2 minutes noodles with no garlic and no onion, Maggi chicken noodles, and more importantly the recently launched Maggi special masala noodles. So what happens is, all these are actually the same product. This type of product existed in the world also. This type of product existed in the company also which was being launched, that is Nestle. But they are adding a different variety of it in the product line. So they are adding they are doing basically a line extension. They had this noodles, they had Maggi noodles, and to these Maggi noodles they are adding a different variety now. So this type comes under the additions to the existing product lines. The next type of this product type, new product type, is improvements and revisions to the existing product. Now, improvements and revisions to the existing product, as the name suggests, again, these are improvements done to the existing products or some revisions that are being done. That is maybe updation, a better variety that is brought. Now, what happens is, in the third point, that is addition to existing product lines, the earlier product also exists and the new product also exists. Whereas in the fourth point that I'm explaining now, that is improvements and revisions to existing products, in this many times what we see is the older product is replaced by a new product, that is the generally the updated version or the improved version. For example, Intel i3 processors is the older version of Intel i5, and then came the Intel i7 version, so an updated version kept on coming. And this is nothing but improvements and revision to the existing products. Such kind of things are generally done. Also we see in FMCG products, if we want to see, we have an example of Colgate came up with salt. They added this charcoal in between. So they are revising their product continuously. They are coming up with an updated product every now and then. We also have Colgate gel also, Max Fresh. So all these are updated versions. So these are nothing but they are updating and they are continuously changing. Then the fifth point, that is repositioning. Now, as we have seen in a previous module, what is positioning? Positioning is basically occupying a unique position in the minds of the customer with respect to the competitors. So with respect to the competitors, what do the customers feel about us? What do the customers feel about our brand? That is nothing but positioning. Now we are talking about repositioning. We are gonna change this. That is, we are gonna change what does our brand mean to the mean to the customers. The best example probably which you can associate with is Dettol. Dettol is basically an antiseptic, and it was earlier marketed as an antiseptic itself, used especially in clinics and hospitals for antiseptic purpose. That is, whenever wounds were there, to here wash the wounds and all, it was used. But later on, the usage of Dettol was changed from not only an antiseptic to a household detergent, sorry, the household disinfectant. So they later said that you can wash your you can put a little bit of Dettol in water and wash your clothes in that. It disinfects your clothes. You can put it in the water before you can wash your floor, that is sweep your floor. So it disinfects your house also. You can also use it in various different ways, like you can put it in a mug of water before shaving, so it can help you during shaving, because it is an antiseptic. So no chances of having that is cutting of skin and getting septic, because it is an antiseptic. So these are the various repositioning strategies that Dettol had used over time. If you see some of the older advertisements, you can see all these kind of things. In fact, even in the current advertisements that they are coming up, the Dettol antiseptic, they do not talk only about the antiseptic aspect of Dettol. They talk about many such applications. In fact, at the end of the advertisement, you can see a photo which they show different types of usage, like floor cleaning or any other thing, disinfectants and all. So what they are doing is they are trying to repositioning. Basically what they are trying to do is they are retargeting the product to a different market or a different use, so that they can increase their market share. So what they are doing is, by doing this, that is providing an alternate use of the existing product, then they are trying to increase the share of the sales, that is, they increase the sales and thereby increase the market share. So repositioning is giving an alternate use to or an alternate application to the existing one. The last one is cost reduction. So, what is cost reductions? As the name suggests, again, it is reducing the cost of a product. So, you are coming up with the same product or maybe a improved product, but at the same time, you are reducing the cost, thereby giving better value to the customer. So, uh, finally, what happens here is you are reducing the cost, that is the same product given at a lesser cost, or maybe an updated version given at a lesser cost, because you have done some product research and you have come up with a better product design or a better product, ingredients are better or maybe something else, but you are giving in the end at a lesser cost to the customers. So that is nothing but cost reductions. So basically we have these six types of new product types or categories. Now, if we move ahead, the next slide talks about reasons for new product failures. Now new products are important, but many times we see that the new products fail, they do not pass. In fact, we see that only 10% of the new products that are coming to the market actually survive over the long run. So 90% of the new products that are being launched actually fail and discontinue after some time, maybe after 6 months or maybe 1 year, 2 years down the line. They do not continue being marketed by the company. Why? The reasons are: first thing, they do not fulfill the real need or want of the customers. In the first model, we have seen how important the needs are. Many times, what may happen is we may feel that consumers may need something and we may prepare a product from our point of view. That is, the company does not has a customer orientation, but it tries to have something like a product orientation. We have seen four types of marketing strategies also. In that, they may have a product orientation, that is, they may concentrate more on the quality aspects of the product without giving much attention to the actual needs and wants of the customer. What the customer may need, that the company may not understand properly, and hence they come up with a very good product, but it may not address the actual need of the customers. Hence many this products may not fulfill the needs of the customers, and that is why customers may not purchase that product even though the product may be good. So the first and foremost reason why most of the new products fail is because they do not fulfill or meet the actual need or want of the customers. Secondly, many times what happens is managers overestimate the market size. When they are doing a market research, they feel that okay, when we give this, that is, prepare such kind of a product, we have this big market, and out of that, even if 5% of the people purchase our product, then we can sell these many items in the market. So when this plan is there, many times what happens is managers may overestimate, that is, the market may not be that big, but we may assume that it is such a big kind of a market, such a big kind of this market, and hence, sorry, and hence what may happen is we may end overestimating the market size, and when we are actually marketing, we may not achieve that much amount of sales, and as a result of which the profitability or related to the product may go down, and hence the management may think not to continue with marketing of such a kind of a product where the market size itself is very small. You need a big market size so that in order to become profitable. The next reason why new products fail is because of the design problems that compromise on the functionality. Now, an example I'll give you in this case: a detergent cake, that is, say, wheel soap, which is used to detergent, which is used to wash the clothes, or maybe Rin or Tide or Surf Excel soap, which is used to wash the clothes. Now, what is the function of this soap? The function of these soaps are to clean the clothes. That is the main reason why customers purchase it. They do not purchase it because it is of their favorite color, or it is of a particular size, or it is of a very good fragrance. The main thing why they purchase the soap, that is the detergent cake, is because they want their clothes to be clean. Secondary reasons are, they at the same time, the clothes should be not damaged, as well as their hands which are washing the clothes should also not get damaged. These are the secondary things. So basically these are the three things why customer is purchasing the soap. Now suppose if we add certain chemicals into the soap to make it more attractive, to make it more shinier, to make it say last long, and to make it give more foam, to make it give fragrance. Yes, these are important aspects of a detergent cake, and these are required in a detergent cake. But if the by adding all these things, if the main thing of the soap why people are purchasing, that is removal of dirt and safety of their hands and clothes, that is compromised. If that is not happening, if their hands are getting damaged because of the this chemicals that you added, or maybe the clothes are getting damaged, or maybe the dirt is not coming off the clothes, if these are happening because you have added certain chemicals to the soap while preparing, then definitely people are not going to purchase your soap, and your soap is going to fail. So the design problems might be there, which can compromise on the functionality, basic functionality of the soap. That is why also one of the reason why new products fail. The next reason is, we have talked about why a product, but the other three p's which are there, that is positioning, price, and promotion, these are also very important. If you any of these three things also are something which is not in line with the marketing program, or which is in the customers feel is too much. Suppose if the price you have fixed is too much, what the customers feel, then people may not purchase it. Sometimes even because the cost is very high, you may go for a higher price, but you may set a high price, but customers may not purchase such a kind of high price item from you. Similarly, promotion strategies also should be streamlined. The positioning also should be very nice. Now for example, very good example about positioning I'll give you. Dettol, which is a well known antiseptic. Along with that, Savlon, it is also a very well known antiseptic. Dettol, the owner of Dettol, I think it is Ricket Heckins or something like that. The word is little difficult to pronounce. The company that owns Dettol is this. Whereas the Dettol, Savlon is purchased by ITC, and ITC markets it. Now, Savlon, older, see, initially Dettol was there, later Savlon was introduced. Savlon was introduced as an antiseptic, plus as an antiseptic that will heal wounds without the burning sensation. Dettol, when you apply to the open wounds, it will burn, but Savlon will not burn. So that is the point of difference that they were trying to put in the minds of the customer. If you see the older ads of Savlon, it used to say the same thing: it will not burn. So Savlon was that. Secondly, the color is very good, light color, light brown color, orangish color you have. And thirdly, the fragrance of Savlon is far more better than Dettol. So product wise, it is very good, but the problem is positioning. People had already associated deep in their minds that if it burns, when you apply an antiseptic and it burns, then only it is effective. So that was the positioning problem that Savlon had a problem with. So they incorrectly positioned it as an at that time, because the sales did not went up. They positioned saying that they had positioned it saying that it will not burn. So that the problem was that people did not expect that such kind of a product. So later on, slowly, yes, the sales are picking up and people are getting used to it, because of the intensified advertisement and especially the extensive distribution that they are doing. If you go to DMart and all, probably you may not get Dettol, but you will definitely get Savlon. So the distribution strategy is very effective. Yes, because ITC is one of the best companies when it comes to distribution. For example, cigarettes, if you see, when you go to Ladakh, Leh and all mountainous region very far away, you may not get vegetables there, but definitely you will get a small shops where you can purchase cigarettes. So what happens is the distribution of ITC is so good that no one can beat in India the distribution of say, ITC, and such kind of a company is now promoting or marketing Savlon, and hence the sales of this Savlon is going up. But if your distribution is not good, if your pricing is not good, if your promotion is not good, then your product will fail. Similarly, Tata Nano also, it was a positioning blunder, in fact. uh, what happened is they sold it, or they marketed it saying it is a 1 lakh rupee car, 1 lakh rupee car. But in India, car is a prestige issue. So if you want to purchase a 1 lakh rupee car, people will identify very quickly, okay, this is a 1 lakh rupee car, it is not as good as this my car. So the prestige issue was not addressed by Tata Nano. That was a big problem with Tata Nano, and that is why it failed in the Indian market. Next point, why many new products fail is because we many companies try to push the product despite poor marketing research findings. Many times companies do not do any marketing research, and sometimes if they do any marketing research, they find that there are certain negative things with respect to the product, where that they may feel that the product may not be accepted. Even if there are negative findings from the market research, sometimes the management may try to push the product in the market, and they try to sell it thinking that it is sellable, but it may not be so. So yeah, even if you try to push the product despite poor market research findings, then the product may fail. Then development cost may go over the budget that you have done. That happened with Tata Nano again. uh, because of some political problem, the project was shifted from West Bengal to Gujarat, and then the production started again from scratch there. The and because of which the date at which it was being uh, proposed to be launched, it got little postponed. Then everything, because it was being postponed, the cost went up, and from a 1 lakh rupee car it became 1.25, 1.5, 1.75, and I think today it is close to 2 lakh rupees. So at 2 lakh rupees, will you purchase a Tata Nano, or you will purchase second hand Maruti 800 or maybe Maruti Alto? So what people thought is of on this lines, Maruti Alto second hand is far more still better than a brand new Tata Nano. So this will always be a problem. If your development costs go up, shoot up over your budget, then you have to increase the price, and if you increase the price, people may not accept the product. So that is one more reason. And lastly, the competitors response is also very important, because when we are doing certain things, when we are coming up with new products in the market, competitors will definitely come up with their own products. And if their product is better than us, or their product is also similar to us, then they will definitely eat up into our market share. Our market share will decrease, our sales will fall little bit, some of our customers will move towards our competitors, and that is the reason why our product may fail if we do not respond to our competitors properly. So these are some of the reasons why the new products may fail. With this, we end today's lecture. If you have any difficulties, you can always contact us.